Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our course Arab Society. And in today's lecture, I'm going to explain to you how to visualize your statistics in Microsoft Excel. So our today's lecture topics are first introduction about charts in general. Second point, what are the different types of chart in Excel, like column chart, pie chart, color scale chart, and linear charts. And after that, I will teach you how to add some photos to our charts in order to be good visualization. The introduction. First, when we are looking at this chart and this table, which is easy to read. Of course, the data, in order to read this data, it will be very easy to read by chart, not as rows as we see here in this table. So, the charts are often used to ease understand of large quantities of data, especially if we have a very long, very big table, very big, large number of data and so on in tables. So it will be very easy to visualize this data and these tables in charts. Right. Charts can usually be read more quickly than the raw data. Here, for example, we can analyze, okay, the maximum value and the minimum value for each series of data. For this curve, for example, here this is the maximum value, and here is the minimum value, and here also, and so on. So it gives us overview about the data, how to analyze data, and it helps us to make it very easy to analyze the information which we have. Type. What are the different types? The first type of charts are column, or sometimes we can name it as bar chart. Bar chart or column bar chart, it can be as horizontal rows like here, or it can be in vertical like this. It can be one series, يعني بنشوف متغير واحد, or two or more. يعني if I have a lot of series related to one item, I can also make it using column bar chart. This is the column bar chart. طيب the second type الباي chart ده عبارة عن circular as we see here, the same data which we can visualize by using bar chart, we also can make it as in pie chart. Pie chart, it can be 2D like this, or also it can be 3D. We can use different colors for circle and so on, as we will see together, inshallah. The third type of charts is color scale. Color scales is mean I will make the data in the table itself to take different colors according to the minimum and the maximum. For example, we will give our maximum data this color, and our minimum data will take this color. So in between, it will be the medium data as we see here. We have a different groups of colors, like gray colors, like blue colors, yellow, green, blue colors, and yellow, yellow, orange, and red colors. يبقى عندنا هنا yellow وهنا عندنا red, and between the orange colors. As we see here, this here different types of color schemes, and we can give the data different colors in table itself. But we don't have a separate chart, but in the same table, we can give different colors according to the minimum and maximum values. In this table, for example, here this is the maximum value, and here the minimum value, and in between different colors as we see here. Because this means in color scale, we are not making a separate chart, but in the same table, we can make these colors. This means I can make color scale in table, and also I can add here a chart for this table. يبقى ده اسمه ايه؟ الcolor scale. طيب linear chart as we see here, as we see it about point, and between this point we make or continue lines between different points as we see. Okay, but this is very we can't use it much. The most common charts to use الcolor scale والpie chart and الcolumn or bar chart. طيب after that, after we making our charts any kind, we will learn together how to add photos to chart itself. This is a column chart or bar chart, but here we add here in background the photo of Arab countries, and also here for each country we add الفlag for each country as we see here. So it will give يعني good visualization for your charts and for your data, especially if you are writing a research paper and so on. If you have anything related to your topic, photos related to your topic, so you can add photos here as we see together and as we will explain together. Also for pie chart, we can add the same flags in pie chart, same as we added in a column and bar chart. And now we will start, inshallah, our practical application. So we have Excel here. First what I must do. يعني أول حاجة we must do it in our work. We must collect our data. عايزين نعمل collection للداتا بتاعتنا. أنا عايز أجيب الفلاكس ومن flag for example like this. طيب first point, when you are searching we will shift to image. And here, the most important point, which maybe not all of us will know this fact, here in tools, okay, we must find some different values for search. Here, for example, size, color, type. Time and usage rights, it's not important, but the most important here, size and color and type. Okay, first type from here, if we need clip art, or line drawing, or GIF, okay. And color, if we need the photo with one specific background, especially if I don't know how to use Photoshop, okay. And the most important here, اللي هي size. If you are searching photo, in order to have a good quality for photo, so you must select from here large photo only. When we are selecting large photo, this means any photo will be appeared here. This means good quality. But if we are selecting any size, so sometimes when we are choosing any photo, لما اجي بعمل لها ادراج الاكسل هيبقى الكواليتي بتاعتها not good quality. So please be sure that you already selected big tools, and here in size be sure that you already selected large size. دي أول خطوة إن أنا بجمع فيها الصور اللي محتاج أحطها في التشارت بتاعي. For example here I selected here for example عندنا هنا الكولوم chart, added by chart, adding photo. Here I selected these photos. This is the background هنستخدمها, or this one. And here Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Emirat, and so on, all flags already collected. طيب هنبتدي with the first type, الكولوم chart. If we have this one, this is our file. This is two column chart. We have a table here. We can make this table. If you need to make any chart, you must be sure of what? If you need to make chart for some data from the table, يعني احنا عايزين نعمل لبعض الداتا not all countries for example. So I must select the needed data only. أنا عايز أعمل for Oman, Qatar, Emirat, and Kuwait only. So I can select this one. But if I need to make to all the chart, so it's enough to put the cursor inside any cell. بمجرد ما بحط الكرسور في أي سيل منها خلاص هيعمل table for all, هيعمل chart for all the data inside our entire this table. طيب select any one like this, and from insert we will find here chart, and here we have 2D column chart, or also we have 3D charts and so on. It's recommended, please don't use 3D charts. It's not recommended to use, especially in research paper. So we will find we will take this one here. Okay. Right. Here sometimes if this this title بيبقى مكتوب new topics or something like this. So first I will put cursor here and we are going here and we writing equal, and for example we select this. If I want to select this title, for example, then enter. Why? Because here if I am changing here, okay, for example country, it will be automatically changed here. So if you need to change the title of a chart itself, please select it and write equal and then select the cell. Okay, وانا هكتب هنا تاني كده هحول له equal تاني, but I will select this one, then enter. So I am selecting now here. Type. Here we have different types for modification. لو انا عايز اعمل modification, for example, this التوبكس اللي موجوده عندي, we can select it and we can go for here and we can change the font size, we can change the font type here. Okay, this also if I need to change these values, so I must select it first, and after that we are going here to change theme and give it bold. Also, we can go to here and give it bold and so on. Type. If we need to change these colors, be sure that if you are selecting one time, لما بنعمل selection مرة واحدة, it will select all columns together. But if I'm making two double click, بصوا عملت two double click, this means I am selecting only the color in the first column, but the others I didn't select. So you must ask yourself, you need to make a different color for all or for each one. هنعمل different color لكل واحد لوحده ولا كلهم مع بعض. If you need to make for all, so only one click, يبقى كده اخترتهم كلهم. So we can go for fill from here and fill, and we can give solid fill, and we can choose from here the needed color. This means I added the color for all columns together. Same if I need to make for border, الحواف الخارجية بتاعت for all together also, يبقى from border from here we can select solid line, and from here the color of line, it must be matched with the column color, so we can select for example red, and here the width, we can increase the width of this line. And here's the type, if we need to make it like dash line, something like this, so it will be like this. Okay, so here we know together how to change the title, how to change the numbers here, and how to make settings or different modification for the names. Also, we have to change the colors. And as I said, if I need to change the color only for the maximum value, for example, for Oman, okay, we can. By the way, the chart is dynamic. يعني ايه dynamic? If I am changing any value here, so automatically it will be changing here. يعني for example, if we make Oman here 140, so as we see here already automatically changed here. طيب أنا عايز أخلي different color for Oman, for example, so double click in Oman only. This means I selected only the column for Oman, and I can go here and change the color according to what I need. For example, like this. Okay. طيب if we need to add a photo in this column, أنا عايز بقى أخلي الكولوم نفسه عبارة عن صورة. So of course it should be related to Oman. So we can add, for example, Oman flag. So I am selecting this one, and after that from fill also. So you will find here picture or texture fill. We will select picture, and from here we will select file in order to browse our picture desktop. And for lecture chart, adding photo, I have flags here. Then so we will select flag of Oman, so it's here. Okay, and so on. We can for Qatar, for Emirat, Kuwait, Bahrain, and so on. We can select any flag for each one. طيب, if we need to add a background for this, عايز اعمل باك جراوند بقى هنا، خلفيه هنا، نعملها ازاي؟ So take this principle in all computer programs. If you are working in Microsoft Excel or Word or PowerPoint or AutoCAD or Revit or Photoshop, anything، ايه البرنسبل او المبدا اللي بنمشي عليه؟ بيقول لك select then act. يعني ايه select then act؟ You must select the object and after that تعمل اللي انت عايز تعمله فيه. طب انا عايز اعمل سelection للباك جراوند، يبقى we can select الباك جراوند كده، and as soon as I am selecting background it will give me here القائمه اللي عندنا هنا كده. Same, we can change no fill, solid fill if I need to add a color like we see here, or I can select picture, and in this case I will browse another picture. هناخد for example الباك جراوند ديت كده بتاعت الوطن العربي، but as we see here انها الباك جراوند بتاعتنا تقيله، so I must make it more transparent. عايز اقلل الترانسبيرنس بتاعتها، يبقى also we are selecting it, and here you will find transparency, so you can increase its transparency like this in order to be light. Okay, after finishing all settings for your chart, you can take it, then press Ctrl C, copy, and after that you can go to Word, your report, new file, and you can put here Ctrl V, it will be your chart here. Of course, don't forget, we said before you are making Ctrl V, always if you have a photo, it's very recommended to insert it in text box. هنعمل text box, draw text box like this, and inside this one هقول له بقى Ctrl V هيجي لي الشارت. And we said it's very good. Why؟ ليه بنعمل الكلام دوت؟ Because it's easy ان انا اعمل بقى move للشارت inside او entire my text, and it will be tight as we saw together before. اوكي، مفهوم؟ يبقى كده عرفنا اول نوع من الشارتس اللي هو البار شارتس ازاي يتعمل. طيب so we learn together now how to make column charts. Now how to make pie charts. هنروح للباي charts here. This is pie chart. Same idea. If I am selecting certain data, it will be drawing for this data. But if I need chart for all this data, so I only put to be sure that your cursor is inside the table. And after that, insert. And we are going here for charts. You will find a pie chart. As I said, we have pie chart like this, or we can also find 3D pie chart. طيب انا همسح ده كده، همسح الشارت ده. Okay, here I will combine this together. ازاي بعمل merge للتو سيل في الاكسل؟ We are selecting two layers together, and from home you will find here merge and center. So this cell is merged together. طب if I need to اعمل بقى ارجعهم تاني، so click again, it will be give me two cells. طب هختارهم then merge cells. I will write here okay. Of course we can select this one. طبعا بقى الفونت سايز والفونت تايب as we said before, and make it bold, and after that we select and we add here color, and the text نخليه white. This is the best format by the way. If we need to make borders، بص بنختارهم كده and go for here and more borders, and you can select this line, and after that make the outside border like this, and entire we select this one to be entire like this. Okay, it's very good to make good presentation for your charts and for your tables. طب انا عملت كده التيبل بتاعي. بصوا لو انا حاطط هنا كده السلكشن بتاعي in this cell and we are making to insert and here by chart. بصوا مفيش تشارت. ليه مفيش تشارت؟ because my cell السلكشن بتاعي اللي انا عامله outside the table. So I must be sure that I am inside the table. After that insert and chart and this chart. طيب بصوا جاب لي هنا الميجريشن نمبر على طول. طب لو انا رحت جاي عامل كنترول زد كده همسح ده I will delete it. بصوا كده I will select this data. يبقى انا I didn't select migration numbers ديت. وجيت قلت له insert again and from here pie chart and pie chart. بصوا جاب لي هنا ايه؟ جاب لي نمبر. طب I want to change this one. يبقى it's recommended selected it again go to home and here equal بنكتب يساوي and after that selecting the main title of my chart then enter automatic it will be changing. What is the benefit of this? If I am changing anything here and for example I will delete these numbers so automatically it will be changed here. As we did, we can select this one and change its size and its font, its color, and so on. Okay, type. Here we don't have the numbers. يعني عايز اشوف القيمه Oman for example 120, Qatar 90 and so on. How to make this here? We are selecting this, okay, and from here you will find data label. So if we check this data label, it will be give us here الليبل بتاعتي. يبقى again we are selecting the chart and from plus here select plus. It will give us بصوا الchart title if I need to delete it. لو انا عملت كده اتشال الchart title. اوكي اللي تحت دي اسمها legend. If we need to delete it also we can check this and also we can put it in right or in top, okay, or in left or in bottom and so on, but it's recommended to be in bottom. And data label, also data label here we can select this data label as we see. As soon as I select anyone it will be selected all. I can change its font from here, also font size and font type like this. Same as we need to change the background, I can select the background, okay, double click in the background, it will give me here fill. Also we can select picture and it will automatically come to us from here, and we can increase its transparency in order to be light like this. طيب if we need طيب انا عايز اعمل ايه؟ عايز فور عمان فور اكزامبل هير ذيس تشارت انا عايز احط في الجزء ده الفلاج بتاع عمان. طب اعمل الكلام ده ازاي؟ دبل كليك عليه هو بس. يبقى دونت فورجيت بليز احنا عايزين نعمل فور ذيس بارت يبقى لازم اعمل دبل كليك لان انا if we are making only one click so I will select all parts together but I need to this particular this part so double click عليه هو لوحده. I selected it. So we are going to fill. You will find picture or texture. So we can make file, and we will select Oman flag. Okay, and it will come here. Also, you can increase or decrease the transparency of Oman flag here or this part. Okay. Same after finishing the chart هناخده كده Control C. After that we are going to Word. Don't forget please to نعمل ايه؟ Insert and text box and draw text box and we can here and inside text box and Control V we have our chart here. Okay, so we learned now how to make column chart and also here how to add this pie chart and how to edit picture برضه معانا عملناهم معانا. جميل جدا. طيب نكمل كده مع بعض. يبقى احنا كده خلصنا الفيرست تايب دوت خلاص. طيب باي ذا واي بصوا كده معايا if we are selecting any chart اوكي هيطلع عندنا هنا من الديزاين هيديني هنا التشارت ممكن اخليه اسود or this one or this one. طبعا of course we already did our design or you can change the color from here. الكالر اللي ممكن نختار بقى الكميه بتاعتنا او الالوان بتاعتنا اللي احنا محتاجينها from here. But it's recommended to make your design your own design but yourself and take it and insert in Word. هنقفل ده ونقول له save ونقفل ده كمان ونقول له save. طيب النوع الثالث كان اللي هو السكيل الكالر سكيل. This is the third one. اوكي طيب هنا كده في هنا color scale. I will delete it. طيب here we have our table and we need to make here some graduation of color او color gradient التدرج اللوني بحيث الماكسيمم فاليو تاخد رقم تاخد لون and المينيمم فاليو another color. عايزين نشوف الكلام ده ازاي نعمله هنا كده. طيب we will select this one الداتا بتاعتي اهو and from conditional format you will find here الcolor scale. يبقى again selecting the data بنختار بقى الداتا كلها ما ينفعش اقف هنا كده بس وخلاص. In this case we need to select all the table. الداتا بتاعتي اللي انا عايز اعمل لها color scale تدرج لوني so we select it and here from conditional formatting we will find color scale and here زي ما احنا شايفين بصوا هتلاقوا بقى هنا هتلاقوا ممكن اخد التدرج ده او التدرج ده and so on. So for example we will take this one. طيب here as we see the maximum 140 and the minimum 80. So the scale لو color scale it gives the minimum ادانا المينيمم 80 وادى سوري المينيمم red color and for maximum 140. طب لو انا عايز بقى اغير اللون بتاع المينيمم وبتاع الماكسيمم عشان اثبت عندي في كل الشغل بتاعي the same color for minimum and the same color for maximum. اعمل الكلام ده ازاي؟ I will select it again. If we are going to conditional format again, so we will find here manage rules. manage rules يبقى الاولانيه كنا بنعمل color scale from here but here بنعمل manage rule. طيب ادي الرول اللي عندي اللي احنا مستخدمينها هي موجوده عندي اهو كاتب لي هنا بيقول لي جريدد كلر سكيل اللونين دول هقول له ايديت. طيب المينيمم انا عايز اخلي المينيمم ايه اللون بتاعها وي ار سيلكتنج فروم هير هقول له المينيمم خليها لي الاحمر الغامق ده. طب هي الماكسيمم we will change the color to choose for example this one. اوكي and in between بصوا بقى شايفين ال 50% ادي ال 50% هقول له اخليها لي الايه الجرين كلر. يبقى here I am changing the color scale to be the minimum one is dark red احمر غامق and the maximum value to be this color and in between او المينيمم او الميد بوينت عندي تبقى 50 then okay. After that okay again and it will be changed as we see here the minimum value red او dark red and the maximum value البلو color and in between طبعا ما عندناش 50 هنا لو احنا غيرنا دي خليناها 50 بصوا كده سوري المفروض الميد بوينت بينهم يعني المنتصف ما بينهم طبعا لما غيرتها 50 هنا بقت الايه المينيمم 1. طيب المهم يبقى كده عرفنا. طيب if I need to delete all this color scale عايز بقى اشيلهم بقى اعمل ايه؟ for conditional format again we will find here clear rules فبقول له بقى clear from selected cells لو انا مختار السيلز or all the sheets so from entire the sheet it will be deleted. يبقى كده كان عملنا ايه كمان؟ الكالر سكيل. فهمنا كده الكالر سكيل؟ طيب لاست تايب هنشوف اخر نوع اللينير ده طبعا سهل جدا مفيش فيه مشاكل. انا عايز اتكلم على الاديت فوتو. طيب نبص هنا كده هنا if you see here ايه اللي انا عملته هنا؟ عندي هنا في كاتب عمان and here الداتا ليبل متضافه هنا and after that photo. يعني المره الاولانيه we will open again the first column chart here. بص هنا في الكولوم تشارت مكتوب عمان but الداتا ليبل نوت ادد. لو انا جيت هنا وقلت له اد داتا ليبل، بصوا مكتوبه فين؟ مكتوبه فوق اهي. كتب لا انا عايز اعمل خانه احط فيها الداتا ليبل اند افتر ذات الايه؟ الكولوم بتاع او الفوتو اللي انا عايز احطها. نعمل الكلام ده ازاي؟ نشوف بقى كده هنا اهو. In this case we need to add a new column بنسميه supported data. اوكي او supported column. بحط كولوم جديد. يبقى we have here the same our table but we are adding a new supported data زي ما احنا شايفين. تمام؟ ليه بعمل السبورت داتا ده؟ in order to give me here another مكان عشان احط فيه ايه؟ الداتا ليبل اللي انا عايزها. طيب هنا لو شفتوا العرض the width of the column increased. انا كبرت المسافه بين الكولوم. طب كبرناها ازاي؟ we are selecting here بصوا كده دبل كليك and we will find here الجاب width. بصوا الجاب width كل ما اكبرها كده بصوا كده الجاب width اللي هي distance between columns. If you increase the gap width so the distance between column increase. لو انا عملتها كده بصوا بصغرها لازم يعني ما حدش يعملها كده مثلا لازقه في بعضيها. We must have some distance between columns for example like this. So we have here our table. عندنا اهو and same we are added everything here. حطينا برضو الخلفيه بتاعه الوطن العربي زي ما احنا شايفين here and the columns here and as I said this table is dynamic. This means if we are changing any data here نخليها for 100 so automatically it will be changed here. So it's very good excellent way to visualize your charts in order to be beautiful and so on. I am sure that you will make things better than what I did now, but I only open your mind to how to make this. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?